I'm going to go into landing system mode. If this were modeled correctly, I would also go into landing system mode on the standby attitude indicator. It doesn't work. I can see I'm already getting my glide slope indication and my localizer indication. I've not quite made the full turn 180 degrees, so I'm a little hesitant about engaging the ILS capture right now. I'm coming into line with the runways. I think I'm going to get localizer capture here pretty soon. I'm going to go into landing system mode on the primary flight display. I'm going to leave the map display on the first officer's display, and I'm going to go into approach. You can see we're coming into a localizer capture, and we're just above glide slope capture. I'm going to try to go second autopilot. Nope, doesn't work. Many times, especially on the TOLUS X-plane Airbuses, you can engage both autopilots during landing. This is going to be pretty nasty. Look at this visibility. I don't see, we're below 6,200, so he would be above us. I sure don't see anything in this soup. He would be just ahead of us and just above us, and again, I sure don't see him. I should mention that I have all users turned on, so anybody who is actively online can be in the skies of Seattle. Now, I have my settings to real world weather, but someone could be flying around with clear skies, and they certainly might be able to see me, but I can't see them. Oh, I do see traffic at my 11 o'clock just above me. I bet that's the traffic he's referring to. Really can't tell what direction he's flying. We are losing glide slope rapidly. I'm going to disengage the autopilot. And get that glide slope back. I see the ground. We are flying manually. Boy, this is beautiful. You don't often see Seattle in snow. Again, these are real life conditions. I believe they received 5 inches of snow, which is the most snow this area has seen in 52 years. Just amazing. Many times when it does snow in Seattle, it's an early morning snow, and by 11 a.m., it's all melted away. And even though there have been several crashes, automobile crashes in the morning, you start to wonder what all the fuss was about. The downtown Seattle skyline is just ahead on the left. If you look off to the distant right, you can see the skyline of Bellevue, Washington, the Cascade Mountain Range in the distance, and Puget Sound off to our left. Body of water that Seattle is built on is called Elliott Bay. Rule number 1 in aviation, don't be a tour guide when you're 2,000 feet on final approach. Seattle Tower, Luftwaffe-for tree on final. I'm just a little bit right of center line, and I'm a little bit high, but I'm right on speed profile, and my PAPIs, which are the red and white indicators just to the left of the approach end of the runway, are looking pretty good. So now I'm on center line. I'm still a little bit high and maybe just a little bit fast. I'm not going to worry about the speed because I have auto throttle controlling the speed. I'm just going to put those diamonds in perspective and constantly changing my focus from my primary flight display and then outside the window and flight display and outside the window. Little bitty inputs. My flight instructor told me. It's often like milking a mouse. You have to have the gentle touch of getting under that mouse and milking that mouse. "200 feet AGL will be decision height. We're at 950 AGL. You can see the radar altimeter reading in the lower part of the attitude indicator, those yellow digits, 860, 830. That's a radio beam heading straight down to the ground from the bottom of the airplane. That has I see him. He's off the other end of the runway. I'm going to move my hands. I usually try to fly with the yoke in my right hand because I'm right-handed. But as I get close to the ground, I need to change to my left hand because I need my right hand to pull back on power and to engage the reversers. Not much I'm going to do about traffic right now. Decision height. There we go. Butter. That was so much butter. That was so much butter that I didn't even feel contact with the ground. Okay, we fired up the APU. Now all we have to find a welcoming gate. Flaps up, spoilers retracted. Engine's off. And let's get that jet bridge attached. Maybe some external power. Let all these fine German diplomats get off the plane and start their diplomating. Predictive wind shear system off. Spoilers de-armed. Engine selector switches off. Wing lights off. Nav off. Beacon off. Strobe off. Seatbelts off. Taxi light off. On. Oh. Well, folks, thanks for joining me on this stream, and I wish you a wonderful continuation of your Valentine's Day. See you next time.